How many times have you run the same commands over and over in your terminal, or manually with different tools? What if you were able to create a custom command to do it all for you? Well, in this video, I'll show how you can create those tools using .NET. All right, so in Visual Studio here, I'm creating just a C# console app, naming it Tools Sample. So we'll create that. We use .NET 10 for this, although we probably won't be using much of the new features. For my tool, I'm going to do kind of a very simple base64 encode and decode command. It's not very sophisticated command line, but for what we're doing, it kind of does the job. Okay, and so in order to make it a .NET tool, we have to do a few things. First, let's edit our project file here, and we need to add a couple of things to it to make it as a tool. And so we need to add this package tool true, then the tool command name, which will do DE for decode, encode, and then the package output path, because it uses the NuGet package in order to pack our tool. And speaking of which, let's bring out the terminal, and we'll go to our project directory, and we'll go to the one that shows the project file here, and we'll run .NET pack. Succeeded, and we have this NuGet package here that it created. All right, next we need to create, well, I'll show you two ways how you can run this. First, it's going to be locally through this folder structure here. In order to do that, we need to create a new tool manifest. There we go, and we'll go here. The .NET tools.json is what that creates. And we see it's the first version, and there's an object called tools, which we have nothing in here yet. So let's fix that. And in order to do that, we need to install our tool, and locally we can add the source, which is going to be the NuGet package there, and we need to give it a name, so we'll call it tool sample. There we go, and we see our tool manifest was created. And we have the version of the tool and the commands that it's using, and it's using the DE command. Sometimes, though, I will say if this command does not match what you have set here in the project file, here is a tool command. What you would want to do is clear your .NET cache, your NuGet cache, and then rerun the pack and then reinstall. Cool. All right. So that is installed locally. So now we can run .NET DE encode. I will say some string. There we go. So that encoded it into base64. And we can run the decode on that as well. All right. So I'm going to uninstall this. Actually, I'll just. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this from the tools, from the local tools. There we go, so I can't find it. And now we're going to install the same way here. And this time we'll do the global flag on it so it installs globally. Now, instead of having to run .NET with the command, we can just do the command itself. Hello world, there we go. We have the encoded, and then we'll do the same with the decode. There we go. All right, so that's just a quick introduction to how you can make pretty much any .NET console app a tool, so you can run on the command line, and I'm sure you can just imagine all the possibilities that you can do there. All right, y'all. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all next time.